Welcome back to Agnes Gazette. This is me, Halora, from the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication. Today we have our guest over here, Mr. Vikas Lasrado, and he is from Kalangan.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Vikas Lasrado. I go by the stage name Vikas Kalakul, and I've been in Konkani Theatre for last 10 years. And I, at present, teach at Kalakul Theatre Repertory, which is the only Konkani Theatre Repertory in the world, here at Kalangan, Mangalore.
Okay, so Vikas, let us know that how your journey began in this Konkani theatre and what got you inspired in this.
Okay, so it was back in 2015. My mom saw an ad on newspaper Rakno about Konkani Theatre Repertory, and I think the clickbait for me was they gave 2,500 stipend per month. Back then, internet was expensive. It was 2G Zamana, and 1 GB of internet cost around 250 rupees, and that was for a month.
Yes.
And I'd rather, after going back home from college, I'd rather spend my time on internet and spend another 250 rupees on the internet.
Okay.
I thought in the meantime I can earn like 2,500 a month. So maybe it will help here and there, but that was the main intention what I joined for, the money. But then it changed. Of course, if not, I wouldn't have stayed in theatre.
Yes.
So initially for a month, I struggled a bit because it was a new field for me, and I was, of course, the exercises, the class are very rigorous.
Yeah.
So there was a moment where I felt, do I need this for 2,500 rupees? But then after the process of the first play started, then it changed. It was more of a passion. It was the hunger and I think that hunger is something that is driving me still.
Okay, that's nice. Could you tell us that the Artist of the Year award that you have got? Like, how did you feel when you got that award?
Okay, it was in 2016. I finished 1 year at Kalakul as a student.
Yes.
So every year we have a graduation day. And the graduation ceremony is done by people from the education field, like principals or of that level, VCs. So that year I received the Artist of the Year award. Of course, it's not because just because I was good at acting. It was because of several disciplines of theatre, be it backstage work, be it the regularities to the classes, be it the commitment, or be it how willing I am to help my co-artists. All that those aspects put together is what made me win it. But yeah, I felt I deserved it. Yes.
So you're more into literature, more into art.
Literature, I write, but I don't read. I don't have a habit of reading. Usually people read novels and stuff. I don't read the traditional reading, but I do a lot of research I read online publications like articles, and if I find some interesting subject, I do my research on it, be it some political scenarios going around contemporary, or be it the past political scenarios, or history, or the evolution of mankind, or space, anything that I find interesting, I just read it online. I do my research on it. That's my interest in literature, I could say.
Nice.
Not the traditional way of literature, but yes, apart from that, yes, I write occasionally.
So you have acted in over 70 shows, right?
Yes.
So which performance do you feel is like most closest to your heart?
That's a tough one to answer because every show is a new experience. But yes, there are certain characters which I felt more attached with. Some were more challenging than others. Some were very easy characters, but some were more challenging. I think one of the plays which I found really fascinating was a play that we did. It was titled Eke Veshe Chijiniya Katha. So it was based on life story of a sex worker, of a real life. It's based on an autobiography. So I did 7, 8 characters in that play, and the sex worker on whose life the play is, she had come to watch the show. So we had to perform in front of her life experiences. So that was a very unique experience.
I see.
And I think the most interesting part within that play was, in her life she marries twice,
Okay.
and both the characters that she gets married to, I did them. So it was really fascinating, and also there were scenarios where in the play where I call out her name, in anger. She's watching as an audience,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm calling it out. So that was a very unique experience. That because it's not just any fictional characters. That's characters of life,
Okay.
of someone's personal experiences. So that play I think was very unique.
See, how was her feedback when she saw your play? And how did
Yeah,
she
that
feel?
was actually really funny because she said I think just one person, one male in her life. Apart from that one person, everyone else were 6 foot plus,
Okay.
and none of us were 5'10" plus.
Okay.
Okay, so she was like, everyone was like, everyone in my life were 6 foot plus, and you are like so tiny, and you're doing it so well. She really enjoyed it. She was so happy. She also came for the repeat show of that play.
Wow.
So that was, she really liked it. She
I
really liked
see.
it. And I think after the play, after the show, we sat down for dinner at around 9:30 or 10, and we were sitting talking to her, interacting with her till 4.
I see.
She had a lot many stories to
Stories
tell,
to say.
lot many, and some were like really eye opening.
Acha.
Her experiences, some which are in the book, some which are not, but those experiences that she shared with us were really eye opening, and they just created a new perspective of the world.
Nice. What are the key differences maybe you have noticed between, since you act in Kannada and Konkani as well, and you enjoy acting in both of them?
Yeah.
So, what are the differences you have seen acting in both the?
First, if you come down to the language itself, um, Konkani is slightly melodic.
Yeah.
Okay, Kannada has a bit of that harshness in it. Of course, it's based on the geography as well, but I find Konkani is much more flowing. It's much more melodic, so it just flows like poetry. Kannada is, yes, of course. I'm not saying it's difficult, but it has every language has its own shades.
Yes.
Kannada theatre, of course, has a benefit of the literature that it has. There is a lot more original literature in Kannada. There is a lot more translated literature in Kannada. The exposure to the literary world is drastically great to Kannada as in comparison with Konkani, specifically in Mangalore. Um, some of the characters are really vibrant. See, for example, some of the Sanskrit plays, they fit in well if done in Kannada, not as much in Konkani. Whereas the Western plays, they suit well for the Mangalore Catholic dialect of Mangalorean Konkani, because it's again the matter of culture.
Yeah.
See, Mangalorean Catholics can relate more to the Western culture as compared to the Sanskrit culture, whereas vice versa for
Yeah.
Kannada. So Sanskrit plays play very well they have a much more flow in Kannada, whereas the Western plays like Shakespeare
Yeah.
fit in very well with Mangalorean Catholic Konkani dialect. So that is one huge difference. Apart from that, performance-wise, it's just a medium. That's all. Language is just a medium.
Yeah.
Just like acting is a medium, language is only a medium. You communicate not only through dialogues but also through your body. So yes.
I see. You have directed 10 plays and several album songs.
Yeah.
Yes. What's your approach to that direction that you have gone through?
In theater, usually I try to experiment, but that is on the surface level, that is on the style of direction. But the base instinct of me while I direct is usually I try to explore the emotions of the characters. not just what's visible, what's hidden. I think those are those feelings are what makes the character much more deeper. So, for example, a character might seem very happy, smiling all the time, but deep inside there might be, unspoken emotions. There might be a lot of sadness. I try to explore such emotions, which are not easily communicated through the text. So that is what I usually do. And when it comes to digital media like album songs, my approach is a very lyrical style of direction. So I design my shots based on the lyrics and try to explore the emotions through through the words in the lyrics and applying them to the frames.
How did your experience as an associate director in the Kannada film industry shape you to a person like this today?
Um, I don't know. I wouldn't say much. I think theater has shaped me much more.
Since you're very interested in that.
Yes, because kind of theater. I usually say this: theater has taught me life.
Yeah.
It has given a different perspective, different meaning to life. But film industry, it's a love-hate relationship, I could say, because it's ultimately it's a money world, it's a business.
Today's world.
Yes.
Basically.
So I don't abide by the lack of ethics there. I'm an artist after all, so for me my ethics are the most important. I give top priority to my ethics. So usually film industry lacks that. I'm not saying all, but most of them, they only see it as a business rather than art. So there's but yeah, it was a good experience nevertheless. I learned, my intention to work as an associate director was primarily to learn what goes behind the camera so that it helps me to understand, to get a better understanding how I can work in front of the camera. So that was my whole intention. I think I got quite good experience from it. Yes, it was a good learning experience. Yeah.
So film industry teaches you more of non-ethical values and theater is more of like truthfulness is what you're saying.
Not exactly. Not everyone in theater also follows ethics.
Okay.
It's corruption is everywhere. Ethical corruption is everywhere. You can't help it. But yeah, film industry, of course, it's a business after all. There's a lot of money involved, so they have to think financially. Most of the times, the bargain is with the ethics.
Yes.
So I don't blame them, but I don't agree with it. That's all.
Okay.
But yeah, the theater that I prefer to do, and the most of the people in my circle in theater are the ones who genuinely do theater, not just for the sake of try to loot out of it or get rich out of it, or just to be seen. They are the ones that really work in theater, who really want to make an impact. So I guess that's where I got this from.
What challenges do you face when moving from stage to as a screen or like from a screen then you change to as an actor?
Okay. See, usually there's this notion that a theater artist will be a good uh, camera actor, but it's wrong. It's very difficult for a theater artist.
Why do you say it's wrong?
Because it's the pattern of acting itself is totally different. Your film, that's your on-camera acting requires very minimalisms. You cannot do like this. You cannot move too much. But in theater, we have to do that.
Yeah.
So that is the main challenge. But then most of the brilliant film actors are from theater background. That is because once an actor, a theater actor, adapts to the film style of camera style of acting, then they do really well. It comes down to the how we prepare the character, because in theater we develop the character.
Okay.
We try to explore the character much more rather than just going and standing and just reading the dialogues. We try to fill life into the characters. I think those processes help, uh, those processes help in making the character better on camera, but not the acting method. Acting, because your um, stage acting, theater has a lot of different acting styles. You can There is exaggerated acting, there is very realistic approach, but then there is surrealistic, then there is stylized, western stylized, eastern stylized. There's several. But your films, your camera method of acting doesn't need that. It needs a very minimalist kind of a thing. So that is the difference. Most of the theater artists struggle to transition to this. So once they transition, it becomes easy. That's all. So, but those are two different.
You write songs and poems.
Yep.
And who is your pen name?
My pen name is Lucifer.
Okay, what inspires you your writing?
Life. I think I usually say this, the greatest book anyone can read is your own life. If you're able to read it, that's the ultimate. You should be able to read your life first. No matter how many books you read, if you cannot read yourself, then there's no point. So, of course, my life inspires me to write the experiences of my life, be it good, be it bad, but experiences are what makes you you. And I take inspiration from my own life, and of course some from the shared experiences which I see. But
See, in the sense like you watch someone or you are inspired by someone?
not in that way. More of like, see, for example, if I'm writing something about the political scenarios that are going around, or the conflicts that happen around,
I see.
which are against humanity, I write on that. That is not something I need not be like I've experienced it personally, but I'm seeing it happening around me. At the same time, it also affects me.
I see.
There is an impact on me because I'm part of the society, so it does have an impact on me. So I sometimes write on that. It's not always just personal experience, but since I'm a part of the society, it kind of leaves an imprint on me. So I write on that. There are several instances where, for example, when there is communal riots happen, it's uh, it's a very sad thing because ultimately it's the humanity that suffers. You may claim that one religion won, one religion lost, or the vice versa, but then ultimately the humanity is what loses,
Yes.
and that is above all. Humanity is above any religion for me.
That's nice. Do your poems like often reflect your theater experiences
No.
or take a different direction or
No,
something?
they usually take a different. I usually write about love and or broken love.
But you're not
Either.
that person.
No, no, yeah. See, I think it's not that if I write something about broken love, it's not that I had a heartbreak yesterday. Today I write about heartbreak. It's not that. But it's my past experience, and those experiences have shaped me.
Okay.
So rather than drowning in my sorrows of the past, I make use of it in a creative
So
way.
it's like they say that you learn from your past.
Oh yes, always. It's See, whatever you are at present is because of your past.
Yeah.
Your past has shaped you in certain ways, and the decisions that you have taken have led you up to this point.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that you have to drown in your past, drown in your sorrows. Know it and move ahead. That's the simple logic.
So, what advice do you give to the young theater aspirants at Kalakul?
Okay.
Basically, your
My students.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Theater is not easy. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of commitment, a lot of hard work, and generation these days. Of course, my generation too, and the ones that follow. We just want to be seen. We just want to shine. We just want fame. We don't want to work on it. You don't want the hard work part of it. But
That's the saddest part of
that is
today's
saddest
world.
part. Yeah. So, but of course, you might get fame,
Yeah.
but it will be one shot.
Yes.
It will fade soon.
Yeah.
Even if you get the fame very easily, to sustain it is a challenge. That's where you need to work hard. It's not easy. Um, I often say this. When you're climbing a mountain,
Yes.
you should keep your ears wide open, because people will be trying to pull you down from every side. You should keep yourself very aware. Uh, Sorry,
It's okay.
okay. So basically, when you're climbing, you should always keep yourself shut, because there will be all the noises trying to, but once you reach the top, you should be well aware of what's around.
Yeah.
So that is the difference. And this, if someone can just take you on a chopper and just drop you on top of mountain, that's easy. But you'll not
Because the
know how
work was
to.
already done by someone
Yes.
else.
So you'll not know. If you slip a step back, you will not know how to climb up again.
Yeah.
But if you have climbed on your own, you'll know how to climb again. So it's always the hard work. Hard work. Without hard work, there's nothing.
Hard work leads to success.
Yes. And for theatre artists specifically, you need to have a lot of observations, because theatre, the characters that you do, take inspiration from the characters that you've seen around you, people you've seen around you.
Yeah.
You have to have a very good observation. And also, you should be very self-aware of what's happening around.
Yeah.
Say, for example, if you are doing any contemporary plays, there will be a lot of political setups that are included within the play. So you should be knowing what's happening in the country, what's happening in the world. No, if you are not aware of that, you will not relate to it. You will not relate to the play. That is very important. You should be very self-aware. You should be aware of your, current affairs, and also you should be aware of the world around you altogether. The observations. That's most important.
As a executive committee of the member of Man Subhan, how do you see the future of Konkani?
Okay, that's see, usually there's an assumption that the cultural works, the language works are for the oldies, the old timers, the ones with the gray hair. Here I am, in working for Konkani. I think it need not be. You should have passion, and you should know who you are. You should know your identity first. I think that is most important. And I see Konkani has fair enough future. I won't say very bright future.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee that
Yes.
about the generations that are coming after mine. But as long as I can, I will try my best to
Build it up.
build it up.
What role does the theatre play in preserving a regional language and culture?
Very much. Because, see, language is preserved through literature, but the spoken language, the the culture that's attached is preserved much better through theatre. See, if you read a book, there will be text.
Yes.
Okay, but you cannot differentiate. Usually, cannot differentiate between how the spoken language is, depending on just by reading the text. See, if I am performing a text based on a character that's based in Mangalore, my speech will be in the dialect of a Mangalorean speaker. If I perform a character which is based in, say, Hubballi, Kannada, okay, so my speech will be, the character will speak how a person from Hubballi speaks. That too, if you are specifically to some region of Hubballi, it again changes. And also it involves a lot of elements in a play. For example, the setup, the setting of the stage, that also gives a glimpse. The clothing, that also gives a glimpse of the culture. Just the text doesn't give all the time.
Yes.
But so the theatre has much more potential at showcasing the culture of a region, of a particular group, of a particular language, much better.
Yes.
That is the
Does that say a saying called as word actions speak louder than words?
maybe, perhaps, yeah. There's a possibility, yes, because it's you get to see it rather than just read it.
Yeah, which is
No?
better.
Yeah, because see, there is a much more human connection, one-to-one human connection in plays, in theater, which you, of course, in while you read a book, you get the perspective. You don't really understand what the writer wants to say. Rather, you interpret based on your own experiences.
I see.
Okay, so but when it comes to and again, this book, the text is same no matter 100 people read it, 1,000 people read it, it's the same, but through their experience it changes.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the one possibility of variation of it. But when it comes to theater, when it comes to a play, there's the text. Okay, the actor reads it, so there's a one deviation.
Yeah.
So again, the actor puts his own experiences to it.
Yes.
There's another deviation. So then the actor performs. The audience sees it through his experiences. So there's a third variation.
Yeah.
So it becomes more lively. It is more of life. Theater has that it's an interaction, right?
Yes.
So that conveys much better than just a text.
What motivated you to pursue 2 diplomas in the theatre? First in Konkani and then in Kannada.
I just wanted to learn. I just wanted to explore. Of course, I did my Konkani Theatre Diploma 2 years here. Then I was teaching for 2 years. Then I went to Rangayana, Mysore. So for the interview there, selection process, I told so and so, this is what I am doing. So their question was, since you're already teaching, why have you come here to join as a student?
To explore.
Yeah, I said I want to explore more. I want to see learn a little more if possible.
Yes.
It was a good experience though. I enjoyed it.
What do you think are the current challenges faced by local theatre artists? Like, what do you think are they facing which you must have faced also or you must have not faced?
Local theatre artists, as in, are you referring to the here specifically in Mangalore? There's Thulu.
Yeah, I'm
Theatre.
specific to your kind of.
See,
what do you do?
Thulu drama industry, I'm not much familiar with, but since what I've seen, say 15 years back, there were shows every day, happening every day. There used to be in Udayavan, in newspaper, there used to be almost an entire page full of advertisements of plays happening around Mangalore and small columns. I think it was 1 by 1.5 inch or something. So very small columns, but it was the whole page.
Okay.
So that is how much the plays used to happen. But now it has reduced a lot after the Tulu film industry started growing. That is one this thing. But apart from that, yes, most of the people who want to do theatre, like amateur theatre, the biggest struggle is they don't find space to practice.
Yeah.
That is the biggest complaint. We want to do, but we don't find space. That is the major challenge. But then yes, people still do somehow, and that is a good thing. Because when you are hungry to do something, when you have that hunger, you will find the way.
Yes. So, looking back at your journey, what has been the most fulfilling moment so far for you? Tough question.
Yeah, I think it's tough to pinpoint anything. Every day is a new experience. Every day is new learning. I think of course, sometimes it is, let's say after a performance which I've put a lot of efforts to, it goes well.
Yeah.
It gives you that joy, that kind of a momentary feel of accomplishment. But I don't believe in, carrying that around. Done, just leave it, go ahead. It's a learning process. That's all.
What are your dreams or goals for the next 5 years or in your future for film writing and theater?
I just want to work. That's all. I just want to be like this. You know,
You
just
enjoy
doing.
yourself in
Yes, just
this.
enjoy my life. Enjoy not. Usually when you speak of enjoyment, you think of luxuries and stuff like that. No, I just want to be happy. Happy with what I'm doing. I just want to work. I just want to do theater mainly, and constantly do it without a break. I
Yeah.
think that is what gives me a lot of happiness, a lot of satisfaction. When it comes to films, I don't know. I have kind of stayed away from the film industry for past couple of years.
Okay.
Occasionally, I've acted in a few, but not as a technician.
Yes.
But I don't plan on again entering the film industry as a technician because I might direct a movie someday.
Okay.
Uh, but it won't be a very commercial setup or something like that. It will be more of a storytelling. It will involve more emotions which are to be conveyed. That's how it will be, even if I do. But there's no absolute plan as such. The only plan is to just do theater.
What about writing?
Writing, I just keep writing. Whenever I feel like I write. I don't force myself to write. When I feel like writing, I write poems. Recently, maybe a week back, I wrote a song, a first waltz, uh, and one of my friends composed it, and he composed it really well. We might studio record it very soon. But yeah, once in a while, when I feel like, I write.
Thank you for joining us here in this episode today of Agnes Gazette.
Pleasure.
That is all for today, and thank you so much, guys, for watching our interview. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to say anything to our audience for
Yeah.
anything last words.
First of all, thank you for the patience to listen to my ranting. Okay. But yeah, I'd like to invite you all to visit Kalangan. It's a very beautiful place. And Kalangan quite literally means the courtyard of art. So I'm sure you'll love visiting this place. Do come anytime if you can. And a bit of self promotion, I guess. If you want to read my poetries, you can just check my Instagram handle. So, yeah, and thank you for listening. And yes, do like and
Share,
subscribe
comment,
and
and
share.
subscribe.
Yes, thank you.